What's good, guys? I've taken a trade on GBP USD. Actually, I'm bearish on GBP USD, and I framed this trade on the 4-hour to the 50 minutes to the 1 minute, and we tagged a 50-minute bearish fair value gap, created SMT inside of it, and we displaced lower, creating a 1 minute bearish fair value gap, and I entered, and my target is just 2 hours, and I'm in the trade, and we are currently running like $21. So I'll keep you updated as to how the trade goes. And I've break even right now, so I am risk free on this trade. I'll still keep you updated how the trade will go. This is it. So we are currently running at $60, and I'm at break even right now, so I'm risk free on this trade. I have the same 50 minutes to 1 minute market maker sell model, which I took on my 5k gold funded account, but I wasn't tagged in. As you can see, this is my sell limit right here, but I wasn't tagged in, so I'm just going to delete, or I'm just going to delete the order. So you can see I have deleted the order, so I'm no more interested in that trade, because we took this low right here, we took this low over here where the plus is, we took it, that low over there, we took it, that low over here, it was taken, so I'm no more interested. And we are still running on the GBP USD trade. We are still running on that, and I'll be looking to break even soon. If we get another displacement lower, I'll go break even. What's good, guys? So I took a trade on GBP USD, as I show you, and it was a break-even trade, and this is the breakdown. Actually, we have a weekly IRO to ERO move on Euro USD. That is what I used in framing that trade, and as you can see, we tagged this 4-hour bearish fair value gap, and we respected it after the SMT was created, and we came very close to the external range liquidity, but we are reversing right now. So on GBP USD, after I came into the charts during New York session, and I saw this structure, after we came in, I saw that we've disrespected this 4-hour bullish fair value gap right here. I noticed that since we've disrespected it, since we failed to offer fair value off of this 4-hour bullish fair value gap, then we are likely reaching out to this sell stops right here. So when I came in, I saw this structure, I then went on to the 1 hour, and I noticed that we were displacing quiet lines on the 1 hour, and on Euro USD we were failing to have that displacement we had on the GBP USD. So after I saw that we were having a nice displacement and creating 1 hour bearish fair value gaps, I then waited for a 1 hour bearish fair value gap, which is this one, to be created. After it was created, I waited for it to be tagged, and we created SMT inside of it with DXY over here. As you can see, DXY failed to tag that 1 hour bullish fair value gap here, and on GBP USD we tagged it and we created SMT. So after I saw this, I then went on to the 5 minutes to look for a setup to the external range liquidity, to look for an entry to the external range liquidity, but I came and price was displacing lower without giving me any entry. We kept on displacing lower, and after I saw this 5 minute bullish fair value gap, this risk to reward ratio wasn't actually good for me. As you can see, I would have been targeting way beyond the contest area, which is the external range liquidity. So I then waited for more confirmation. So after I saw that we've created this 50-minute bearish fair value gap off of this 1 hour bearish fair value gap, I said, okay, I want to see a tag and an SMT created inside this 50-minute bearish fair value gap for me to take a trade. So we got a tag, and we've got that SMT which was created inside that 50-minute bearish fair value gap. So after I saw this, I then went on to the 1 minute, and on the 1 minute we had a nice displacement, giving us a 1 minute bearish fair value gap over here after this SMT was created, and we created another SMT with DXY over here. As you can see, DXY took this low, DXY took this low, so we created another XMT at the highs. So after I saw that SMT, I placed my sell limit inside that 1 minute bearish fair value gap, after the 1 minute bearish fair value gap was tagged, we tried pushing higher, but then the SMT was created and then price started moving lower, and price gave me 1:5 here. As you can see, we had a 1:5, but we started reversing higher, and eventually I was tagged at break even. So when I saw this displacement after the SMT was created and I saw this displacement lower, I moved my stop loss to the SMT high here. And after I saw this displacement over here, I then moved my stop loss to break even, and price reversed and actually tagged me at break even. So this is my first trade of the week, and it was a break even trade. What's good, guys? So I took my first trade today, and it was a break even trade. I took 3 trades last week, 2 losses and 1 break even, and I started the week with a break even again. So that will be the end for me today, but I'm hoping that this week will be a profitable week. I just hope and I'm praying that this week will be a profitable week. So stay tuned and don't forget to join my Discord, guys. My Discord link will be in the description below, so do not forget to join the Discord, because I update them on all the trades I take and reasons for taking that trade. Let them know what I'm looking for when I come into the market. So make sure to join the Discord.
You know the vibes out on this side, yeah, you know the vibes. Been in this thing winning rings for a while. Put it to the test, I can win it in a trial. Ain't no need to flex, cause I know you see the style. Yeah, I know you see the vibes. Yeah, I know you see the vibes. Yeah, I know you see the vibes.
Guys, today is Wednesday, and I've taken my second trade of the week on Euro USD. This is it, and we are currently running in profit. This is it. We disrespected the 15-minute bullish fair value gap after we took out a 4-hour swing, a high inside a 4-hour bearish fair value gap, and just when we disrespected it, I placed my sell limit, and we are currently in the trade. And I have a sell limit on GBP USD as well. Let me show you a sell limit on GBP USD on my on my gold founded 5k account. I have a sell limit here, which I'm waiting for it to be triggered. So I'm in the trade on Euro USD on my 5k 5s account and my 10k live founded account. So I'll keep you updated. And guys, I updated my Discord, so in case you haven't joined, you have to try and join the Discord, because I give out what I'm looking for in the market, and the moment I enter a trade, I tell them everything that I'm doing in the market. I tell them exact moment I enter the trade. I just post it to the Discord server for them to see. So and guys, in case you are wondering why I took this trade, it's actually a weekly IRO to ERO move on Euro USD. As you can see, we have this, and the weekly IRO was created off of a previous one. So this is high probability, even though you've been consolidating. But looking at the opening of this week candle, which was the Monday candle, it seems like we are ready to move lower. So if you go on the daily, you can see that on Monday we had quite a nice close, and Tuesday as well. And if you go on to the 4-hour, you will notice that we came into this 4-hour bearish fair value gap. We respected it but failed to move lower. So then this high will act as a point of interest for price to sweep to then move lower. So after we swept this high and we created the SMT, since it is a 4-hour swing high, and I went on to the 50 minutes, and on the 50 minutes we had this 15-minute bearish we had this 15-minute bullish fair value gap, which was disrespected. We traded through it, so making it a 15-minute IFEG, which is an entry signal for me. So after I saw that we disrespected the 15-minute bullish fair value gap, I just placed my sell limit at the open of the 15-minute IFEG, and I was tagged, and I'm currently in the trade like I showed you. So I'm looking for this low to be swept. I'm looking for price to target this low. What's good, guys? So that Euro USD trade I took, which is a 4-hour swing high to the external range liquidity, this was it. We had a clear entry which I entered, and price ended up consolidating the whole of the day. So I closed the trade manually. This is the execution on the screens. I closed it manually because we are approaching market close, so I don't want to hold any trade into the next day, so I had to close it. So I actually closed it at break even. What's good, guys? So today is Thursday and I'm in a GBP USD trade. We are currently running at $17, and this is a 50-minute IR to ER move. This is it. We came close to a 50-minute bearish fair value gap. We created SMT and I saw displacement. I will creating a 1-minute bearish fair value gap. Placed my sell limit and I was tagged in, and we are currently running. My stop loss is at the SMT highs and my take profit is at the external range liquidity. So I took this on my 5S 5K and on my 10K life account. Let's see how the trade goes. Hello beautiful people. So we finally had a winning trade this week, and this is it. It was a beautiful run to the take profit. I really love this trade. It was just less stressful. Everything was beautiful and price moved straight to our TP. Beautiful trade, beautiful trade. So I am up 2R this week because I've taken 3 trades this week, and one was a break-even, one which I closed manually, which was on Wednesday, and today Thursday I have finally had a full TP trade, and I am up 2R this week. Let's go, guys. Hello traders. So finally we hit TP after 6 good trades, which 2 being losing trades, 2 being break-even, and 1 which I closed manually. And finally this trade that hit TP. It's on GBP USD. So let me walk you through why I took this trade. So on the weekly, we have a weekly external range liquidity to internal range liquidity move on the weekly. As you can see, you haven't had a clean price action on GBP USD. As you can see, we are ranging inside this high and this low. So when I came, I wanted to take short trades. I don't want to take trades that will take longer. I want to just take in and out trade, and so I was focusing on the 50-minute to the 1-minute time frame. So on the weekly, my build was very simple. So on the weekly, I had this weekly external range liquidity into internal range liquidity. And if you go on to the 4-hour, you will notice that price took this low, but after taking this low, I still saw that we are displacing through that low. We are not reversing off of that low. So that means price is reaching for this weekly fair value gap over here. So if you go on to the 50-minute, you notice that after New York open, we had this structure, which we had a 50-minute bearish fair value gap here, which was tagged on DXY, and we created this SMT with this rejection candle right here. Seeing this rejection candle made me take this trade, because I wouldn't have taken this trade if this candle hadn't been a respect candle. So after I saw this candle, I noticed that, okay, so now that I'm seeing this candle, price is likely going to trade to this external range liquidity on the 15-minute. So if you go on to DXY, you notice that we created this SMT inside a 50-minute bullish fair value gap on DSWAC. So on GBP USD, after I saw that, I went onto the 1-minute, and when I came onto the 1-minute, truth being told, I wasn't too confident in this 1-minute bearish fair value gap right here, which was created because I was anticipating a move higher into the 50-minute bullish I was anticipating a move higher into the 50-minute bearish fair value gap, or even the 1-hour bearish fair value gap, because the higher time frame has more power over the lower time frame. But after we traded into the 1-minute bearish fair value gap and I saw this displacement here, I was then convinced that, okay, so now price can move lower. And then I placed my sell limit, waiting for price to give me a pullback and tag me in. And we had that pullback, which is this 2 candles right here, and I was my sell limit was triggered, and then we had a smooth run, and I couldn't even update my Discord because of how fast this trade was. I was just tagged in, and then I saw displacement straight up to my TP, so I couldn't even update my Discord. And this is the trade. It was a beautiful trade. What's good, my people? Today is Friday, and I took a trade on Euro USD and NZD USD. All of it was a losing trade. So let me break it down for you really fast and very simple. So as you know, we have a weekly IRL to ERL on Euro USD. So coming into New York, I noticed that price had tagged this 4-hour bearish fair value gap, created SMT, and we had a nice displacement away from the 4-hour bearish fair value gap. So on the 1 hour, we had a 1 hour bearish fair value gap which was created here, and we tagged it, created this SMT with GBP USD right here, as you can see, this SMT right here, and we had a displacement on the 5 minutes, creating a 5-minute bearish fair value gap, which I placed my sell limit and my stop loss at the SMT high, and I was targeting 2R, and price ended up tagging me in and running straight to my stop loss. This was the trade, this is the executions, and this was it. Very simple. And will I take this again? If I see this next week, the next following week, if I see this every single week, I'll take it because it's aligned with my strategy perfectly, and I took it, and it was a losing trade. I accept it. And on NZD USD, this is what we had: a weekly external range liquidity to internal range liquidity. So after we swept this high, we displaced lower, and if you go on to the 4-hour, you'll notice the same thing we had on Euro USD. We had this 4-hour bearish fair value gap which was tagged, we created SMT inside of it, and we had a massive displacement away from that 4-hour bearish fair value gap. After we created that SMT with AUD NZD, this was it, this SMT, we had a massive displacement. And if you go on to the 50 minutes, you notice that that displacement we had on the 4-hour created a 50-minute bearish fair value gap. As you can see, time frame alignment from the 4-hour to the 50-minute, and we created this 50-minute bearish fair value gap, which I placed my sell limit, my stop loss at the SMT highs, and I was tagged in, and price ran straight to my stop loss. Will I take this again? Yes, if I see it, I will take it. Hello traders, so today is Friday. Today will be the end of the week, and I am already down for the day. I took 2 trades today. All of it was a losing trade. I took one on my gold funded 5k account, and I took the other one on my 10k live funded account and on my 5s 5k account, and all of it was a losing trade. So this week I am up 1 hour because I had one break even and I closed the trade manually, and yesterday I had a winning trade, and today I have lost a trade. So in total I took 4 trades this week, and I ended the week with 1 hour, which is good. So as you already know, we will be coming back next week and be doing the same thing we do every single day. Don't forget to join my Discord, and don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment on this video, because you subscribing gives me more happiness to do more videos for you guys. So I'm planning on breaking down my strategy for you guys next week, like breaking it down as to why I take my trades and how, and the idea behind me taking a trade. Be sure to subscribe, because from next week we are getting interesting content. So see you guys next week.